Listen to me, Ferguson. If you are responsible for me staying in this place, I will make it my life's work that you never get near Hannah or anyone else for that matter.
Something wrong? What's that?
Oh, just an old letter of Bryant's from her daughter.
Oh, I see.
All right, Bryant. You can get out of here now.
Where have you been?
Had to go to the loo.
You missed seeing Judy leave.
Oh, bugger. Gee, it's not going to be the same round here without her.
No.
Wonder how this halfway house thing of hers is going to go.
You know what these things are like. But if anyone can make a go of it, Judy can.
Yeah, I reckon she'll be real good at it.
After you've been to the loo, you didn't go poking around in our cell, did you?
No, I never went near it.
Good, I don't want anyone mucking up our setup. No one except the Peter thief.
Do you reckon it's going to work, Bee?
It won't work unless you keep your bloody voice down.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not sure whether it's clever enough.
Well, thanks very much.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. It wouldn't be the first time Lizzie's buggered something up.
Well, what's to bugger up? All she has to do is fill your shoe up with cash and ink.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Then all we have to do is wait around for a black-handed villain.
All right, ladies, time's up.
You should work in a pub, Mrs. Morris.
At times, that wouldn't sound like a bad idea.
Never let a prisoner get that familiar.
I suppose different people have different ways of handling the job, Joan.
Yes.
Hope the thief doesn't decide to change her ways.
Yeah, not before we decide to change her face.
Oh. Gold. Come in.
Hi.
Hi, Wally. Come in if you don't mind being thoroughly depressed.
Why should I be depressed?
Did you look at this place?
Like I said, just take a bit of work.
Yeah, we should call in the army.
Won't need an army to clean this place up.
Who wants to clean it up? I want to blow it up.
Oh, you are down, aren't you, eh? It's crazy. Here you are, you're free again. You're down in the dumps.
It's just, I don't know if I can hack it, you know? I've never done anything like this before.
I'll just treat it like a challenge, huh? I know you'll make good. Anyway, here are the seconds I promised you.
It's lovely. Nothing wrong with that. These aren't seconds, are they?
Well, I didn't want to give you rubbish.
You're 1 in a million.
No, there's one in a raffle.
Huh? Oh, 1 in a raffle. Get
That's
out.
what I want to see. I want to see you laughing, eh? You should be celebrating. Hey, what a great idea. Let's go out and celebrate.
I can't. I got too much cleaning up to do.
No, not on your first night out. No, come on, I won't take no for an answer.
All right. I did want to drop in and see Susie Driscoll on the way.
Who?
Susie, she's a kid from the prison. She hasn't been out long. She's a really beaut kid, too. She's living at a hostel.
Well, she can come and have dinner with us.
Good idea.
Right.
Let's go. Careful here, you break your leg. This door's a bit of a worry. I don't think it'll keep the big bad wolf away. And here's one little piggy that's not looking forward to spending a night alone in here either.
Well, if you feel that way, I'll come back and stay with you.
Sir, what about my reputation?
I'll overlook it.
You're a gentleman, aren't you? Get out.
Can I help you?
Hello.
Please sit down.
Oh, thanks. We came to see Susie Driscoll.
Oh, she isn't here.
Oh. Well, when she comes back, would you tell her that we called? My name's Judy.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. You see, she just up and left without a word.
Left? You mean for good?
Well, she's taken her belongings with her. I don't suppose I should really be surprised. I mean, what can you expect of a girl from that sort of place? Oh, are you connected with Wentworth yourselves?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I suppose I should have let you people know earlier, but... Well, I've never had to cope with this sort of thing before. Should I call the police?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Did the young lady leave owing any money?
Oh, no. She was paid up until the end of the week. That's why I can't understand her going. She told me she was low on funds. Oh, dear, it's very, very difficult to understand young people these days.
Oh, yes.
Well, at least you know about it now. I'll ring Mrs. Morris tomorrow. Oh, I dread to think what's going to happen to that child. Very undisciplined. Wouldn't accept house rules at all.
I think that Susie had enough of authority for a while.
I hope you don't imagine that I drove her away.
That's funny.
No, we don't think that at all. Thanks very much for your help.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll see you out.
Oh, hello. Good friend of Jackie's, aren't you? Come in. Got your name?
I'm Susie. Susie Driscoll?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for coming to visit. I was just drinking my dinner. Oh.
Nice place you got here. You said if ever I needed anywhere else to stay, you said I could crash here for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Well, if you can't put me up...
Look, love, I've got that couch. You're most welcome to stay on that.
Thanks. I was having a bit of trouble at the hostel. I didn't know what else to do.
I remember you now. Were you eating anything?
No. Well, I mean, I'm not very hungry.
Look, there's some scrambled eggs there, guaranteed untouched. Sit down, I'll warm them up for you. You tell me all about that hostel. You said there was a real old dragon around the place, didn't you?
Yeah, well, there was. Almost as bad as being back at Wentworth.
I wondered where you were.
I felt a bit tired. I had a little doze, actually. I'm just washing my face, trying to freshen myself up a bit.
You must have been tired if you missed tea.
I wasn't all that hungry. You know, Bea, I reckon I'm coming down with something. That's why I'm so tired.
You weren't too tired to change your clothes. What was wrong with the others?
Nothing. I just felt like a change.
Oh, look. You've jammed your uniform and you lock a door.
I'll do it.
Well, look at that. Now, you weren't in the workshop today. I wonder how you got that on your uniform.
I don't know. Yes, I do. I had to go to the workshop for something and I still end up against the press.
What a pity. It's almost impossible to get out. All over your hands as well.
Yeah, I was trying to get it off my uniform.
You were nowhere near that workshop today. You got that ink off the money you stole. Doreen,
No! It's not true. It wasn't me.
All right, girls, what our Peter thief?
No.
Doreen, keep it.
It wasn't me.
Hello, Miss Ferguson.
Just a little social visit.
Looks like you had a nasty accident.
Yeah. You didn't do much to help, did you?
Oh, you must have known what happens to Peter thieves.
I tell you, it's a lie. I never took nothing.
Won't be the end, you know. They'll bash you again.
Who said anything about a bashing?
Oh, I suppose you fell out of bed and did that to yourself. They won't have finished. What you need is protection.
Protection?
Yeah, that's right. In exchange for a little cooperation.
You mean legging?
Call it what you like. I can save your skin.
There's no way you could protect me the whole time.
Yeah, I can send out the word that it's hands off. Don't worry. They'll leave you alone. You'll be safe. Unless I decide to let them do what they like with you. Where's the money you nicked from the other women?
I told you it's a lie.
All right. Have it your way. But when they start bashing, don't bother screaming. Because I won't come running.
Hang on.
Protection does cost money, you know. There you are. You see, I can be reasonable. Just as long as you play it my way.
Just a minute.
Ain't you done enough, Bea?
Hardly started. Everyone wants their dough back.
I can't. Ferguson's got it.
Really? She'd a finger in everything, hasn't she?
You reckon she's telling the truth, Bea?
Doesn't matter. She got plenty of dough of her own. She can pay it back out of that.
No, I can't.
Pay-up time is at morning rec. We'll be waiting.
Oh, thank goodness we don't have to worry about any of Smith's rubbish turning up in this now.
Yes, though I do think she had some good things to say now and then.
About officers raping prisoners?
Oh, no, but there are some things that just can't be swept under the carpet.
Wentworth Detention Centre. Yes, just a moment. Mrs. Beamish for you. Isn't that the woman who runs the hostel where Susie's boarding?
Yes, I hope everything's all right.
Look, I'm on breakfast duty, but let me know, will you?
Good morning, Mrs. Beamish.
I thought I should let you know, Mrs. Morris, that Susan has left. Yes, yesterday. I can't imagine why. I mean, I really did try to make the girl feel welcome, but I must admit I was very disappointed in her attitude.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, Mrs. Beamish. Do you know where she went? Oh, well, I'll have to phone her at work then.
I'm afraid you won't be able to do that either. You see, she's walked out on her job as well. Oh, I suppose she acted as high-handed there as she did here, and, well, people in business wouldn't be quite as understanding as I was. Frankly, Mrs. Morris, Susan wasn't all you seem to think she was. I dread to think what's going to happen to her now.
And you haven't any idea where she's gone? Right, well, thank you for letting me know, Mrs. Beamish. I'm sure I'll hear from Susan before the day is out. Goodbye.
Told you I'd get it fixed.
Yeah. Well, at least this place isn't looking like a house in a horror movie anymore. I'm glad you brought your toolkit with you.
I usually carry it with me. I never know when I'll need it.
Well, I could have never done it by myself. It's the Charlie you said to the bishop.
Don't talk dirty. No, I take that back. I'd rather see you with a smile on your face. Different to last night.
Yeah. Well, today I can see maybe it'd be okay. You know something? I've been thinking that I don't have to lie to Laurie anymore.
Yeah. You going to tell her about your last time in Wentworth?
No.
No? Honesty plays a very important part in your relationship with Laurie.
I'm not going to tell her, Wally. I mean, what's the point? It's over and done with, isn't it?
But Judy! I mean, if she finds out later, she's going to be very hurt that you didn't trust her enough to tell her.
Oh, yeah, well, she already knows enough about my ugly past. What's the point in putting more in her face?
Why are you getting so mad?
What?
Why are you getting so hot under the collar?
Because you keep making such stupid suggestions.
Stupid? Laurie has already proved she'll go through thick and thin for you. Now she's earned the right to get the truth.
That could be the last straw to find out that I was inside again. I mean, how much does that kid have to put up with?
But you were innocent. That was proved. Now the authorities accepted it. And so will Laurie.
You reckon?
I reckon.
You're something else, you know that? I mean, I think you could talk me into anything.
Well, I might just try that sometime.
Really, Mr. Wallace, you'd be barking up the wrong tree, you know.
Oh, Meg. That phone call, was it about Susie?
Yes, it was, and it was all bad news.
Well, what's happened?
She's left the hostel and lost her job. It's just such bad timing. Her parole finishes in 72 hours. If only she'd stuck it out till then.
I'd hate to see her lose her parole now.
Yes. I'm going to keep quiet about it. It's just that I could end up in a lot of strife if I do.
Well, the kid deserves a chance.
Yes. Well, if she reports in for her last parole sighting, she could be all right. If she doesn't, or breaks the law, there could be hell to pay.
Okay, ladies. All of you who had dough pinched, line up to collect. Now, Lizzie is on duty in the kitchen. I'll collect for her and Judy.
Now, look, Bea, I'm not going to have enough money to pay everyone off. Not straight off,
You bloody lie. Got tons of dough now. You pay up or I'll pay. Bouncy with your head, Chrissie.
All right, I'll pay you. It's just that I haven't got it all with me, that's all.
We'll just take what you've got for now.
Look, Bea, that money's for Elizabeth. I've got nothing
Well,
left.
that's just tough luck. Now, come on, pay it up.
$6.
Mrs. Latham.
Yes, that's right.
My name's Campbell. I'm an old friend of Chrissie's. She's asked me to take Elizabeth to see her.
Well, you could have at least had the courtesy to phone beforehand. I mean, it's not a very convenient time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Chrissie would have been in contact with you.
Not her. She doesn't care what trouble she puts me to.
Yes, I know. Chrissie's a bit like that. Well, look, if it's too inconvenient for you now, I'll come back another day. It's just that, well, I've already taken the time off from the office.
Well, to be quite frank, Mr. Campbell, I'm not too happy about handing Elizabeth over to someone I don't know.
Yes, I can understand that. Well, look, why don't you come with us as far as the prison gates? And then I'll just take the little one in for a brief visit.
Well, I suppose it'll be all right. But you'll have to wait a minute till I get ready.
Oh, take your time. I'll wait in the car.
Here's a cup of real tea. I don't have any of that herbal stuff.
Ah, don't worry, I'm so dry I'll even drink your poison.
You could get addicted to this, you know.
No risk with me. I'm not going to wreck my liver.
Come in.
Just come for a sticky beak.
Oh, well, there's not much to say.
I'm Thelma Turner. I live across the street.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm Judy Bryant. This is Albert Wallace.
Oh, g'day.
Oh, g'day.
What's it to be, a shop?
Nah.
Always thought this would be a good place for a restaurant or one of those takeaway food places.
Well, it's not any of those.
Oh?
No, it's going to be a shelter.
What do you mean? For alcoholics?
No, it's a halfway house.
Oh, for bash wives?
No.
I feel as if I'm playing 20 questions.
It's going to be a place for women ex-prisoners.
Oh, I see.
There's a real need for places like that, you realise?
Yeah, most of them around here won't like that.
Well, then they'll just have to lump it, won't they?
What Judy means is that...
I know what she means, and good on her. I like a battler. Always been one myself.
Well, I wish we had a mug. I can't offer you a cup.
Oh, come over to my place. I've got cakes and biscuits, all homemade.
Oh, you've won me.
I'll be able to ask more questions, too.
I'll bet. At least she's an honest sticky beak, huh?
Thelma, you wouldn't have any herbal tea, would you, by any chance?
I'd like to see Chrissie Latham. I'm Duncan Campbell. I have a daughter with me.
Well, where is Elizabeth?
One of your officers is looking after her in the garden. I didn't think it was a good idea to bring her in here.
Right. If you just sign in, please, I'll have an officer with you in a minute.
Detective Sergeant Melville, to see Hannah Simpson.
Yes, just one moment, please.
It's all right, Mrs. Morris. I'll take the sergeant through if you like.
Yes, could you please send an officer up to reception? Thank you.
Oh, Mummy's missed you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, well, she can miss you for 5 minutes more. Right, Chrissie, let's get down to business. What deliveries are made here regularly?
Well, there's the laundry. That's every Tuesday and Thursday.
What time?
Before lunch, about 10.
Where's the loading bay?
It's just over there.
The prisoner's got access to it?
Oh, yeah. We have to unload the bloody thing as a rule.
All right, listen, we've worked out a plan to spring Hannah, but we're going to have to do it pretty quick. The cops must still be heavying her. There was a plainclothes guy to see her as I came in. He was gushing all over your kid.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah. Next time I come, I'll have all the escape details worked out for you to pass on to Hannah.
Yeah, look, I'm not passing nothing on till I've seen my dough.
You want it brought in here?
Well, of course I do, in my hot little hand. All 5,000 of it.
What are you kidding?
Oh, it's just a drop in the ocean to you lot. What would you be getting, 100 grand?
Chrissie, it has to be split a lot of ways. There's no way we'll give you 5.
Look, I've lost all my own money. I need 5.
I'd say you need everything you can get. We'll give you 1,000.
But I'm not risking nothing for a lousy grand. OK, look, make it 2. And that's as low as I'll go.
Fair enough. It'll come out of Hannah's share anyway.
Make sure you bring it in small notes, $50 bills, less to hide.
I'll have them next time I come in. I'll hide them on the kid.
Has she been a good girl? She's beautiful, isn't she?
It's time they went now.
What's Simpson's attitude been in here? The place scare her any?
Hasn't softened her at all, if that's what you mean. She's not the type to scare easily.
No, I know that.
Don't understand how a girl like Simpson could get involved with the sort of thugs who tried to pull that stunt at the court.
Oh, that's right. You're the one that stopped them, aren't you? You did a great job. Simpson must have loved you for that.
Not quite.
Ah, Miss Simpson. Please sit down. I imagine you know why I'm here.
I've no idea where the money is, if that's what you mean.
Don't you understand that if you tell us, you might lessen your sentence?
I can't tell you something I don't know.
Then why did those gunmen take such a risk to try and free you?
Ever heard of loyalty?
Not with those thugs. You know something that they don't. The location of the loot.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're mistaken.
Look, surely you want to get out of here as soon as possible?
Yeah, of course I do.
Then why don't you help yourself by helping us?
I don't see any point in going over this again and again. I don't know where the money is, and that's all I've got to say to you.
All right, Miss Simpson. Play it your way. But you better get used to this place, because you're going to be in here for a long, long time.
Well, what happened? What did Duncan say?
They're fixing it.
What did he say exactly?
Look, I've told him I'm not passing nothing on till I've got my dough.
You will get it.
I reckon Elizabeth's grown a bit since I last saw her. I suppose that Brenda must be looking after her all right.
Did he say when?
Hey?
Did he say when they've planned it for?
No. He's going to tell me that when he comes in, with my money. I hated seeing her go. Oh, why can't I have her in here with me?
Chrissie, do you realise how important this is to me?
Oh, you selfish bitch. I'm only talking about my little girl.
Yeah, all right. I can't blame you for that. My mother would have been the same about me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Broke her heart when I landed in here. She's not well and it didn't help. The ironic thing is I mainly did it for her.
Same as I did for Elizabeth. Mightn't have got into so much trouble otherwise. I just wanted what was best for her.
Well, he took what was ours anyway.
You try telling that to a judge. They couldn't give two bloody hoots why you did it. You know, I reckon you and me, we're not so different. Well, in some ways.
Wonder how Judy will go at the halfway house. A lot of work to be done.
Do you really think she'll make a go of it?
I don't see why not. I think she's got what it takes to make a real success of it.
Always believing the best in people, aren't you?
Staff room. Oh, Susie, thank heavens you rang. Now, why on earth did you leave the hostel?
I couldn't face it anymore, Mrs. Morris. Oh, and the manager was a real pig. Yeah, but I'm looking for another job, and there's plenty of them in the paper.
Well, I hope so. I mean, you don't want to ruin your parole. Now, have you reported to the police station like you're supposed to?
Yeah, I've done that. No, I didn't say anything about the hostel. I thought it better not to say too much.
Susie, you are supposed to keep them informed of your situation. Now, where are you staying?
At a girlfriend's flat. Oh, it's really nice, but I'll only stay here till I've got a job.
Well, if you can't stay there for too long, Judy Bryant's now running a halfway house. Now, it's not open for business yet, but I'm sure she could put you up. Now, the address is 32 Worthington Street, Wentworth. Now, have you got that?
Yeah, I've got that, but I won't need it. I'll stay here till I've got something else.
What sort of a girl is that you're staying with?
Oh, she's real nice, Mrs. Morris. She's a student. Yeah, I met her at the chuck wagon.
Well, you couldn't know her very well. What's the address of the flat?
Look, I've got to go, Mrs. Morris. I've got another interview, and I don't want to be late.
You ring me back straight after the appointment.
Yeah, all right. Bye-bye, Mrs. Morris.
Is everything all right?
Oh, I don't know. Something's wrong, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, hi.
Des Williams, Susie.
Pleased to meet you, Susie.
Hello. I've made you some lunch.
Oh, not for me, thanks. I'll just have a drink.
I'll have a rum and cola. Heavy on the rum, light on the cola. Did you say you had some food?
Yeah, cold meat and salad. It's in the kitchen.
Oh, might have a bit of a nibble.
Oh, you look tired.
Bloody had it.
Oh, it must be awful.
Not too bad. Everyone complains about their job. This is no different. I just get bloody sick of it sometimes. I think of the money.
Your rum and cola.
Ah. You going to be around for long, Susie?
Oh, just till I get a job.
Could be a while. Jobs are hard to find these days.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't have much luck this morning. Anyway, I've got another interview soon, so I suppose you want to be left alone.
What sort of job you after?
Anything I can get. Office girl or tea lady, whatever's going. You see, I haven't had any experience in anything, so I guess it'll be hard.
Yeah, it will be.
Well, wish me luck.
Don't accept anything under $500 a week.
A fat chance of that. I'll take what I can get.
See ya. She's nice. Doesn't know much, but I think she reckons you're my boyfriend.
As long as you know I'm the boss.
Yeah.
She's not a bad-looking kid.
Don't want her staying here too long. She might see too much.
You're getting to be my most regular customer.
The living daylights out of me.
I've heard you're pretty good at spreading the word about things in here, Lizzie.
So you can tell all the women that I wouldn't like it if Latham were roughed up again. So it's hands off. Unless, of course, I say it's all right.
Oh, don't think there's much chance of that.
You'll do as you're told. I can make things very unpleasant in here for an old lady with a bad heart. Cheer up, Lizzie. I'm sure you and I are going to be the best of mates. There. You'd better get back to the laundry now. But I'm sure that'll keep you company tonight.
Well, are you still on your high horse? I just went to get some more fags, that's all. Took you long enough. I'm an old woman and I can't go rushing everywhere. All right, don't get your hair in a knot. You're going to fold some linen for me. Well, Dor's supposed to be doing that with me. What's she up to? Hang out some bets she's lost. She owes me, too. Righto, Dor, where's mine?
Struth, Lizzie, I've had a real bad run. I'm nearly out of money. Can't I pay you later?
No, I want it right now. I've waited long enough.
Great mate you are.
I don't know why you took on that book in the first place, Doreen. You're a born loser.
You don't have to bloody rub it in.
All I'm saying is why don't you give it up? Because you're never going to come out on top.
I know that. But I can't give it up now.
Why not?
Well, I said I'd do it, so I'll do it. I'd look pretty silly if I didn't. Have everybody laughing at me.
So what? They won't laugh for long, and it's got to be better than losing all your dough.
Get off my back.
Thanks, Heather. Meg Morris speaking. Oh, Susie, am I glad to hear from you. How'd the job hunting go?
Terrific. I've got this great job in a boutique. A real smart place, and the money's terrific. It's more than I was getting before.
That is good news. Now, give me some more details. I mean, do you have far to travel?
I better go, Mrs. Morris. You see, there's a lady waiting for the phone, and she's getting a bit impatient. You see, I made a couple of other calls before I rang you.
Oh, she can wait a minute. Now, tell me, where is the boutique? I mean, I may even be your first customer.
I won't be a moment. I have to go, Mrs. Morris. I just rang to let you know that everything's terrific for me. And I've got some new friends, and I've got a great job. So now you won't have to worry about me anymore. Goodbye, Mrs. Morris.
Well, sounds as though everything with Susie is just terrific.
Oh, come on, Dor. What's the matter, love? You can tell your old mate.
Oh, give it a rest, will ya?
Hey, I need someone to pick up some dirty linen. How about you, Lizzie?
I'll do it. Give me a chance to get away from these people who are driving me up the wall.
Yeah, well, you might as well pay those debts off while you're at it. No point putting it off.
Oh!
Let me cut your water off, Mr. Faulkner.
Get on with your work.
Hey, look, I don't blame you for being mad about what I wrote. I thought it was true at the time.
Then I suggest you get a better source of information.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I've always played fair with you, Rob. And the first time some twisted little tart points a finger at me, you take her word as gospel.
That's why I'm trying to apologise.
Just in case you've forgotten, I pushed for the printing press. Encouraged you to start writing. Even got your work as a pro-journalist. Look at the bloody things I give. Now I've learned my lesson, Smith.
God, he's got his guts tied in a knot, hasn't he? You can hardly blame him. That bloody Chrissie. First time we get a screw is halfway decent to us and she mucks it up. That little bitch has got a lot to answer for. Well, I don't think Massey Ferguson would like that be. I'm top dog around here, not Ferguson, and I decide who gets thumped and who doesn't. Yeah, I know and that. Why does the world suddenly have to revolve around Ferguson? I'm sick to death of her.
Don't you stop to talk to your friends, Doreen? How's the new bookie shaping up?
I had to pay out a lot of money today, Miss Ferguson.
You're supposed to be making money, Burns, not losing it. How much have you got?
A couple of bucks. I've just finished paying out what I owe.
A couple of bucks? I expect much more than that.
I gave the women credit. Some of them said that they'd pay me as soon as they could.
That's going to be right now. Collect everything that's owing. Now. I want my cut today.
I don't know how I'm going to make them pay up so quick.
Maybe Chrissie can help you.
I don't want anything to do with that bitch.
Then do it the best way you can. I don't care how you do it, but you leave me my 20.
Leave it where?
You can tuck it behind there. We wouldn't want to be seen with you handing it over now, would we?
No.
I expect it to be there within half an hour. Make sure it is.
Donna, are you home?
Hi, Sus.
I didn't get the job. I didn't have a hope. There were piles of girls applying for each job. They were all dressed better than me. I don't have education experience or anything.
Well, I can't do much about the last two, but I can lend you some clothes.
Thanks, Donna.
Next time you go job hunting, you'll knock them dead. Hey, look, it's all right. Don't need to get you down too much.
I can't help it.
Well, I know how you feel. I was the same when I was looking for a job. Straight from the country and dressed like a scarecrow. At least you got somewhere to live, which is better than I had.
Well, I can't stay here forever.
Sus, you can stay as long as you want.
Well, maybe I'll get a job tomorrow.
If you don't, you can always do what I do. No experience needed for that.
I couldn't. I wouldn't know what to do.
Don't tell me you're still a virgin. Well, what do you know? There's still a few around.
What's it like, Donna? Doing what you do?
It's a profession. I'm a professional. You just close your eyes and think of the money.
Must be nice having that much money.
There's never enough of it, unfortunately.
Why? Well, you do pretty well. Why do you need any more?
Just things I need, love. Things I can't do without. Like that. Mother's milk.
And there was another woman in here at the same time as Sandy Edwards. She seemed so smart, but she was a loony, silly as a rabbit, and she was a doctor.
Lizzie?
Oh, hi, Doris. Just telling Hannah about what
Lizzie,
happened
can you
to
lend
Kate.
me $10?
$10? What do you reckon I am, a bloody millionaire?
Come on, I know you're flush. You just got back what Chrissie nicked from you, and I paid you your winnings before.
And now you want it back again. Oh, some people got to hide like a rhino.
I really need it, Lizzie.
What's the matter, Doreen?
Oh, I can't talk about it. I just need the money. You're my mate, Lizzie.
Yeah, well, I want to keep that money.
Oh, come on, I'll give it back to you. Don't be such a mean bloody old bitch.
All right, if you're going to talk to me like that.
Please, Lizzie, please.
All right, love.
Someone after you, Doreen, forcing you to pay them or something?
No, nothing like that.
Here, love.
Thanks, Lizzie. I'll pay it back to you as soon as I can.
You better. Come on, love, let's go down the rec room and see if there's a game of cards going.
You told me about Sandy Edwards.
Oh, yeah, it was real horrible. So we put Kate on trial.
You mean the women?
Yeah, us. We wanted to see that justice was done. Oh, hang on a minute. Hey, B, there's something the matter with Dawn.
What?
I don't know, she didn't want to tell me, and I reckon if I tried to make her, she'd have burst into tears or something.
Well, I wonder what that's all about.
She borrowed $10 off me. She seemed desperate to get it.
Where is she now?
In my cell.
I'll have a word to her.
Yeah, and try and find out what it's all about, eh,
Yeah,
B? I think this is yours. You lost it behind a fire extinguisher?
Bea, why did you take it? I'm going to be in real strife when she...
Who?
Nobody. Forget it. Just give me the money back.
I want some answers, Doreen, and I want them now.
Please don't ask me any questions, Bea. Just give me the money so I can put it back before it's too late.
This is for Ferguson, isn't it? You stupid little bitch. If she's putting pressure on you, why didn't you come to me? Why the hell didn't you tell me? Probably thought you'd blow your stack like you are doing now. And how did she buy you? What was your payoff? Well, but you know, I wouldn't do anything like that. I want the truth, Lizzie, and I want all of it. Yeah. Well, she did give me a little bottle of whiskey, but I'm not in her pocket or anything. You bloody morons! She's running rings around you, getting at all of you in different ways, and you are letting her!
Well, I'm not.
Can't you see what she's doing? She's dividing us up. If we're going to beat her, we have got to stick together.
Well, I don't see how we can.
By doing what I say.
And what can you do? Bloody nothing. There's nothing anybody can do.
I'll come up with something.
She's got it all sewn up, Bea. She got Faye to play it her way, and now me.
Oh, so that's why you suddenly became the bookie.
Yeah, well, Ferguson has it all her own way. She's after Hannah and she'll get her, you'll see.
Like hell she will.
Oh, and how are you going to stop her? She told Lizzie it's hands off Chrissie unless she wants her bashed. She'll cut in on all our lurks. She'll tell us when to jump and how high. She is ruling the roost, Bea.
Doreen's right. How the hell can you keep her off by yourself?
Yeah, see?
Shut up, you're like a stupid schoolgirl. OK, Lizzie. What do you want to know, Bea? Did Ferguson speak to you? And did she give you a message about Chrissie? Oh, I see. Well, you can put that back behind the extinguisher for now and give me some time to think. And I'll come up with a way of dealing with Ferguson.
Now, you see, that looks great.
Oh, could I really wear it?
Anything you want.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, thanks, Donna.
It's all right.
I didn't think I'd find any friends as good as the ones I had in Wentworth, but I have.
Ready to start your shift?
Yeah, in a minute.
Hi. How'd the job hunting go?
Oh, it's going to be harder than I thought.
Ah, bad luck. Not many jobs around these days.
No.
Go and try something else on.
All right.
Not a bad-looking kid, that one.
No, she comes up all right. I'd offer you one, but you can say I'm in short supply.
I could get her a steady job, starting tonight.
Forget it, Des. She's only a kid.
A year older than you were when you started.
I wasn't a virgin. She is.
For real? Hey, there's blokes who'll pay even more for that. You get to work on her, sell her the idea.
No way.
You got some bad habits, love. And I don't just mean that stuff. If you don't want it all to dry up, you'll do just like I say.
What do you have to have her for? There's plenty of other girls who take to this sort of thing, not Susie. She'd hate it, Des.
Not after a while. And she's fresh. The blokes really go for that, particularly the old ones. Hey, I can see her going down real big with some of those tired old businessmen.
I really don't like this, Des.
I don't care what you like, sweetheart. Do it. Or you know what'll happen.
I like this one.
So do I, Susie. You look like $1 million. Or close to it, anyway.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.